There we go. It's my glasses right in there. Got it. Okay. Hey everyone, I'm Christina. I'm from Combat Off-Road. Today we're going to do an install on the Flushmount tail gunner tail lights. We're going to be doing this today on the Jeep Gladiator. We will be getting rid of those super ugly stock tail lights. We're going to be getting into these gorgeous Flushmount tail lights. If you are looking for written instructions, you can go to the QR code that's right on the front of the box, or you can watch this video and follow along. Let's get into it. So the install on this is going to be super easy. Not as easy as a JK, but close. Two tools are needed. You're going to use an 8mm ratchet and a 10mm wrench here. So we're going to get right into this. Remove these stock tail lights, super easy. There's going to be 2 bolts right on the inside here that you're going to want to remove. Okay, so now that we have those 2 screws removed, we want to hang on to them. Next thing we want to do is remove this. You're going to hold it and pull forward. Give it a little wiggle. You're pulling out the detents, which we are going to reuse, from the 2 body mounts. There's going to be rubber pieces here. I'm missing one. So you want to also hang on to those. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to want to unplug this. So red piece goes down, and then you're going to push in this little black piece and come on. There you go. You don't need this any. Actually, sorry. We want to take those. So this is where your 10mm wrench is going to come in, and you're going to want to remove those. So can we see? You're just going to take those completely out. I'm actually going to stop filming because nobody wants to watch me just sit here and undo those. Okay. You want to save these here. This, chuck it. Do whatever the hell you want. We're going to get into the good stuff, okay? Now getting into the good stuff. So really cool, there's no wire splicing on this. It is going to be plug and play. A little assembly required, which is gonna feel super fun. I'm super pumped to get into this and show you. No body modifications, just some plug and play. Be super fun. I've laid out matching t-shirt. So just so I don't scratch this while I do the assembly on them. These are aluminum, black powder coat. Still, I wanna keep them looking as fancy as possible until I rub up against some trees with this Gladiator. Okay, let's get into this fun assembly. So when you get your taillights and you open it up, you're gonna find your taillight is gonna be a little bare. That's okay, I'm gonna show you how to assemble this. Super easy, plug and play. You'll have no problems, no wire splicing for this. You're gonna have a bag full of goodies to get that in. First thing we're gonna start with, before we get into any of the wiring harness, we're gonna start with our rubber gasket. And we're gonna pull out the light as well. Before I put that in, I'm gonna show you, you're gonna want the aluminum part of your tail light to rest in this here. Right in there. So we will get that in. Am I even doing that in camera? This is the one thing that I find when filming. I want to look at what I'm doing, and I also want to look at what I'm filming at. So you want to check from both sides just to make sure that gasket is in there correctly. Oh yeah, you can see really nice and flush in there. So after you get your gasket on, we're gonna put in the light. So you can get a little soap and water and go in the gasket there. You can spit on it. Kidding. Soap and water, just to help you ease that light in. Okay. Come on, light. Oh yeah. There we go. Just a few extra, you know, tugs and pulls just to make sure. Oh yeah. I love it. Okay, let's move on. Okay, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna pull out the side marker lights. There's gonna be two. And they're going to be identical, so either can go on top or bottom. So you're going to feed all the wires through. And get that little gasket in there. And then you're going to push in that marker light. Super easy. We'll do it again over here. We're going to feed in all three wires. Again, both are the same. So either can go top or bottom. And that gasket is gonna go first. You're gonna push that all in. Again, you wanna make sure it's all flush. And then you're gonna take your thumb and push that in. So now that we've got the beautiful side marker lights in, we are gonna go into the big wiring harness here. And we are gonna plug in these two plugs into the back of the big tail light here. Now, one thing about these is you're gonna find one has 3 connectors and one has 2. And so you wanna do 2 connectors to the 2 prongs, 3 connectors to the 3 prongs. So we've got the 2, which is at the bottom, and I've got the 2 here, and we are going to plug that in. And 3-prong, sorry, yeah, 3 to 3. You got me? Awesome. Next thing we're gonna do is a little color coding. So these 3 connectors, we're gonna line up our side marker lights to here. So you're gonna do red to red, black to black, white to white. Let's start with our white. We're gonna plug in the white from each of those side marker lights to be nice and flush. Come on. So you're gonna want it to look nice and flush, just like that. Once again, red to red. And black to black. So all three are going to be really nice and tight. And so no weather gets into that. You're going to have a bag with some zip ties, and you can make this as neat as you like. I'm sure there's probably some electricians that love this like whole neat and tidy business. It's really nice to keep things looking fantastic. And next thing, speed clips. You're gonna do 2 small and 2 large per tail light. So you're gonna put these small speed clips closer to the large tail light. Those are gonna pop right on. You're gonna make sure that the holes are lined up as close as possible. And you're gonna locate your detents that were on the OEM stock lights. I was smart. I thought that I'd lose them, but this is what I did. So you're gonna put these. Can we even see that? Ah. Back over here. You're gonna tighten those up. And before you put this back on, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna tighten it up with my wrench, you're gonna wanna make sure that you have the rubber pieces. Once again, I am missing one. That's okay, not the end of the world. This is mine. You're gonna wanna make sure these mounts are straight. Sometimes they get bent when you remove the stock, the OEM tail lights. Sometimes it doesn't happen. They stay nice and straight. If they are bent, just straighten them out a little bit, and that's it. Let's get these tightened up, and then we'll pop this in. So we have our detents are in. I wanted to jump the gun here. We gotta remember to actually plug that in before we just pop those in. So, you wanna go back in. I'm gonna try and do this like a little bit one-handed here and show. You wanna line that up, click in, and oh, my little red lock is up. We're gonna feed all this wiring harness into the taillight area and line up the body mounts with the detents that we put in. You want to check that radius. There is a really nice gasket around here. You want to make sure that it all lines up with that body line, and then we want to start our screws by hand on the inside here, just so we can make sure that everything stays really nice and true along with that body line. There you have it, the Combat Off-Road Flushmount Tail Gunner tail lights. Look how good this looks. Once again, there's no body modifications for these, no wire splicing. All plug and play, super easy. If you guys have any questions, you can let me know. If you want to take a little bit more in-depth look at these tail lights, as I know I didn't go through all the key benefits because there was just a little bit more for the instructions on these. You can head to the Combat Off-Road website if you don't want to ask me. Otherwise, I want to be tagged in all your Gladiator tail gunner tail light photos, okay? I'm obsessed with Gladiators. I love these taillights. I cannot wait for you guys to put these on. I cannot wait to see your Gladiators, okay? If you want to find me on any other channels, YouTube, Off-Road Pony, Instagram, Off-Road Pony. I think I have TikTok, Off-Road Pony. That is legit my name on absolute every social media. So can't wait to see you guys on the trails.